What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys, but first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, I have something new planned for you guys. We are going to be doing another Two Towers Chimps, and for today's Two Towers Chimps, we are going to be doing something that I have not done before, but I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Of course, we will be doing this Two Towers Chimps on Resort because I've really been liking this map for Two Towers Chimps because there's a lot of different possibilities we can make happen. So, of course, we will be using Sauda as our hero because Sauda is absolutely amazing on this map because of the amount of time that she can actually hit these balloons. So the second tower that we're going to be using on this Two Towers Chimps is a tower that I've been wanting to use for quite some time, but I couldn't figure out which tower would pair the best with this tower. So the tower that I'm going to be talking about is going to be the Monkey Buccaneer. So, because we're using the Monkey Buccaneer, we have a couple of different choices that we can go for. We can either go for the top path and the middle pathway, or we can go for the top path and the bottom pathway. The only issue is if we go the top or the middle pathway with the top pathway, we will not be able to see camel balloons, which may cost us in the long run. We won't be able to deal with round 59. We won't be able to deal with any of the higher. Our carrier flagship wouldn't be able to help us with any of the high tiered rounds. But if we go with the middle pathway, we would be able to, or our carrier flagship would be able to hit every single camel balloon all the way up until round 100. But the only issue is that we would need to do a little bit of micro in the early game. So after doing a little bit of testing and stuff like that, I figured the best pathway to go would be the bottom pathway because we wouldn't need to worry too much about doing a lot of micro in the late game, but we will need to do quite a bit of micro in the early game. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be upgrading this Monkey Buccaneer all the way up to Destroyer with Crow's Nest, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back on round 28 because that's when we need to start doing a little bit of micro. So guys, sit back, relax, I'll see you guys here in just a second. Alright guys, here we are on round 28, and if you guys have seen any of my previous Two Towers Chimps on Resort, you guys know we're going to wait until this first level of balloon around this corner right here, then we're going to go ahead and activate Sauda's level 3, and we're going to be able to deal with all of these lead balloons with no issues. Now, of course, this is not going to be the end of us activating Sauda's level 3 because, of course, we're going to have more lead balloons come out on round 30. So we're going to go ahead and slow things down again really quick, and then we'll go ahead and activate it as soon as this first lead balloon rounds the corner. Now, because these lead balloons are spaced out quite a bit, we're going to need to fast forward, and we're going to need to activate Sauda's level 3 once again. Just a little bit of an update. We do have the Monkey Buccaneer upgraded to Destroyer with Crow's Nest to go ahead and allow our Monkey Buccaneer to hit camel balloons. But right now we need to save up a whopping $7,775 to be able to afford the aircraft carrier, which isn't that big a deal. The next round that we have a couple of lead balloons come out, I think is round 37. I could be mistaken, but of course, because we don't have the carrier flagship yet and Sauda is our only means of popping lead balloons, we need to make sure that we're paying attention for all of the lead balloons, and we're going to be doing the same exact thing that we've been doing. So basically, the only thing we do is we wait for the lead balloons to pop in front. We wait for the lead balloons to round this corner right here. And then we go ahead and activate Sauda's level 3. And then we'll be able to finish off all of the lead balloons. Alright, round 35. Again, not that big of a deal because, of course, we have our Sauda and now we have a Destroyer. And pretty much the Destroyer by himself would be able to carry these rounds. The only issue, again, is that we do not have the Monkey Buccaneer upgraded to the middle pathway. Alright, round 36 is easy squeezy, lemon peasy. We just have a couple more balloons to deal with. And then, like I was saying, round 38 is when we need to make sure that we're paying attention for some more lead balloons. Then once we get past that, the only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be paying attention for more lead balloons in the future rounds, all the way up until we get the carrier flagship. So I was a little bit off on my rounds. As you guys can see, I was off by one round. They end up coming out at the end of round 37, opposed to round 38. So now that we dealt with that round, we're going to go ahead and fast forward again up until the point where we see some more lead balloons. Well, I guess I was right, but I was wrong at the same time. because we do have let balloons pop out on round 38. So I guess I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong at the same time. So again, we just make sure that when we pop sauda's level 3, the lead balloons are circled around, so we can go ahead and get the most effect from our sauda's level 3 as we possibly can. Alright, now we can go ahead and upgrade our Monkey Buccaneer to the aircraft carrier, so we can go ahead and get a little bit more popping power going. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a fast forward bit all the way up until the point where we have the carrier flagship. Of course, make sure you guys stick to my rule. Whenever you guys see a lead balloon, just wait until they circle around this little circle bit right here. Then activate sauda's level 3, and you guys should be able to deal with that round. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a speedy bit, and I'll see you guys here in just a couple of rounds. Alright guys, here we are on round 53, and as you guys can see, our carrier aircraft carrier paired with our sauda is doing an amazing job, and now we finally have enough money in order to afford the carrier flagship. So now that we have the carrier flagship, we no longer need to worry about lead balloons, because the carrier flagship can passively pop leads, which is exactly why I thought this combo might work, because of course sauda will eventually be able to deal with lead balloons, but she needs to be level 13 before she can pop every type of balloon. So that's still quite a few rounds away. And if you guys are familiar with some of the rounds, round 59, we get a massive rush of camo lead balloons that we need to make sure that we have enough lead popping power for it, because I don't think we can rely solely on sauda's level 3 in order to deal with that round. But anyways, guys, there's nothing else that we really need to do. The only thing that we're going to be doing, much similar to our other 2 towers chimps, is we're going to be not passively leveling, but we're going to be paying to level up sauda every time we have enough money to do so. So guys, you guys already know what's coming. I'm going to go ahead and do a pretty big fast forward bit all the way up until round, I believe, 93 or 94. And I'll bring you guys back as soon as I reach that.
You, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you, I feel so much better. Oh, yeah. Before you, I was just a shell, so stuck in the...
Alright guys, here we are on round 94. So for round 94, we're gonna be paying attention to the balloons, because round 94 is when we start to struggle a little bit. Now it's not gonna be like a massive struggle or anything like that. We're not gonna do anything too crazy, but we are gonna be activating sauda's level 3 on round 94 to go ahead and do a little bit of damage to these ZOMGs. Now we're going to try to see if we can do it without activating sauda's level 10, which I believe we can. But just in case we can't, we'll go ahead and have it on standby, just in case we need to activate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be paying attention to see if any balloons slip through, and if any ceramic balloons slip through, then we're going to go ahead and activate sauda's level 10 to go ahead and finish off round 94. There we go, and perfect. So we ended up beating round 94 with no issues. Now we have round 95. Round 95, we're going to do something similar, yet a little bit different. We're going to wait until all of, well, not all of the DDT balloons are on the field, but we're going to wait until we start to struggle with popping them, which should be right about now. So let's go ahead and activate sauda's level 3, and we should be able to do quite a bit of damage to all of these balloons here. Alright, perfect. Now, if any balloons end up slipping through, we can always activate Sauda's level 10 to go ahead and finish it off, but it looks like we are good to go. Alright, round 96. Round 96 shouldn't give us too much of a hard time because it's primarily Moab balloons and BFBs, so we'll go ahead and speed through this round. Again, to see, or waiting to see if any balloons end up giving us a hard time, we can always activate Sauda's level 3 to go ahead and give us a little bit of a advantage against these ZOMGs right here. So let's go ahead and activate Sauda's level 3 as soon as these ZOMGs start to show a little bit of damage like so. Then we'll go ahead and activate her level 3, and hopefully we'll be able to finish off all of these balloons. Luckily, the carrier flagship does a decent amount of damage to reinforced ceramic balloons, which is why this strategy is so good. Alright, now we just have a couple of reinforced ZOMGs that we have to deal with. Again, they shouldn't give us too much of a hard time, especially since our sauda is now at level 20, and of course the carrier flagship does pretty good damage to Moab class balloons. Alright, so just in case, we will end up paying attention to all of the balloons to see if we need to go ahead and activate Sauda's level 3 or level 10. Now, round 98. This is the round that we're definitely going to need to activate probably both of Sauda's abilities just to make sure that we can beat this massive rush of Moab class balloons. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait until we see the Moab balloons circle around and the ZOMGs are within range. And I ended up activating it just a little bit too late, but it's alright guys. We still have Sauda's level 10 to go ahead and give us a little bit of support here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to see until the ceramic balloons end up busting through. Then I'll go ahead and activate Sauda's level 10 to go ahead and clear out a lot of these ceramic balloons and a lot of these Moab balloons. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now we just have a couple of BFBs left to deal with. So we're going to go ahead and let things ride out a little bit. We're not going to activate Sauda's level 10 until level 3 until these ceramic balloons end up making it to this corner up here to go ahead and do a little bit of damage towards them. Alright, and we almost have all of it done, guys, and then we have Sauda's level 10 that should be off of cooldown here in just a second. That way we can go ahead and use Sauda's level 10 against the reinforced DT balloons. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until all of the reinforced DT balloons are on the field. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Sauda's level 10 like so, and we should be able to finish off round 99 with no issues. There we go. Now we just have round 100 left to deal with, and of course round 100 is going to be the bad balloon. So we'll go ahead and activate Sauda's level 3, and then we're going to go ahead and be a little bit more strategic on when we activate Sauda's level 10 and her level 3 once again. So we're not going to activate her level 3 or her level 10 while she is physically attacking the bad balloon. We're going to wait until the bad balloon circles around the corner here. As soon as she stops attacking the bad balloon, we're going to activate her level 3. There we go. Now we have her level 10 still off of cooldown. We are not going to activate her level 10 until we pop the ZOMG balloons. So there we go. We have the DT balloons popped, and then we just have that last balloon there. Perfect. Now we are going to wait until we pop the ZOMGs to go ahead and make sure that we're able to finish off all of the balloons that come out of the ZOMG balloons. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and activate her level 10, and there we have it, guys. We have officially beaten Resort on Chimps mode using the 2-tower combo of the carrier flagship and sauda. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.